Okay, so today we have Happy Mondays and Step On. We got the music video here as well. I have not done a Happy Mondays reaction in quite a while, and they have been requested, so I said, what the heck, let's get into it. Also, I want to say this off the top, I have not done a reaction in a few days now. I did go camping, if you can't tell. I'm a bit burnt, my goodness gracious. But either way, we're coming back finally to the reactions. I hated that I didn't do a video in a while, but here we go. Let's get into Happy Mondays. Let's go. Funky.
Twistin my melon, man. You know he talks so hip, man. You twisted my melon, man. Holy cops.
Just walks away. It's over. There we go. Happy Mondays, step on. 4.5 minutes here, my goodness gracious, and I loved every bit of it. I want to say this off the top, because I didn't say it earlier. This, of course, was a cover. Although it's a cover, they did add more to it, especially with that intro and You're Twisting My Melon, Man. They did add that kind of stuff and Call the Cops as well. But the verses were the same. And I did listen to the original song, which was not just Step On. I think it was Step On You Again. I think they did say the line in there at one point. But of course, it's by John Congos, I want to say. And I did listen to that just because I wanted an inkling of what we were going to get into here. And the original does have a dance beat. It is pretty upbeat. For what the lyrics are, it's upbeat. Again, these lyrics, you talk about indigenous people, you talk about they're going to take your land away, and then they did. So those things come to mind, and that's not very happy. That's not very upbeat itself, but the music is so upbeat. And just to move on to this version here from 1990, which is a Matt Chester anthem, and probably one of, if not the band's signature track. It's just, what a bundle of fun. I mean, the word that comes to mind, you talk about Happy Mondays, the song makes me happy. It just exudes happiness. It just exudes coolness, if that's a word. It's so laid back, and I just watching this video, I'm glad I watched it. I feel like I'm going to be all over the place because there's so many places I want to go here, because this song just, blew my mind a little bit. But it's just so laid back with the video, and Sean Ryder, he's touching his hair. I liked how he would just take his glasses off to say some lines, and then he would put them back on, and again, touching the hair, and I have seen what he looks like today, and of course he has gone bald, but I'll be there one day too, so, he could touch his hair when he still had it here, but I don't know, something about them, they just look so, I can't say enough, but laid back. They look so nonchalant. They're dancing around, they're coming up to the camera, making funny faces, and it's just, they were young, and they seemed like it, and they were just having a fun, as best as they could. I do believe too, I did see an interview with Sean before I did this, where he talked about how they took this song. I think Elektra Records were the ones who wanted them to do a cover for them, since it was some kind of anniversary for the label. Anyway, so they did this song, and another funny thing that Sean said, which it always seems to happen, but he said the song almost didn't make the record. And again, it's just something that you feel like a band's big song is a song that almost didn't make the record. It's like, why does that always happen? I don't know. But anyway, and he said all they really did was add some guitar, add some bass, and there you go. And that's another thing that I feel like musicians or artists say is, well, we didn't do much to it, but it's such a good fucking song that, has lived on for since 1990, 36 years. And it's just like, well, we didn't do much. And it's just like, why are you so humble? But anyway, so I just love that. And to get into the song here a little bit, talk about the groove. I mean, it's so groovy, the jaunty, upbeat, funky, keyboard line here, not only the keyboard groove, but the keyboards, the bass, and the drums, all that shuffling section is just, that's what creates the danceability of it all. That's what creates your movement. I mean, you could see me bob my head along the whole way through. And really, I was bobbing my head along as well because the band just, again, they were dancing and they were having fun. And that just, it just radiates to the viewer and the listener at the time too. I mean, even if you just listen to the song and don't watch the video, I would think that you would still be kind of bopping your head or moving your feet or something. I don't know how you stand still listening to this at all. But yeah, I just love the whole groove of it all there. I mean, it's sharp as hell. And again, it's just, and again, this song came out in 1971, the original, and this is from 1990, of course. But there is a feeling of the 70s or even 60s to it. I don't know. You could feel that they did go back in time a little bit. I don't know why that comes to mind, but just that danceability. But also, it is very 1990s too. So I don't know. It's all over the place, I guess, for me. But I just love the sentiment of it all. And I did like too. I looked at like the 3.5 minute mark when it came in, where the guitar work became a bit more edgy. It became a bit more waning, I would say, or maybe even unpredictable. It was, again, edgy, sharp, whatever itself. And it just, again, it was a laid back feel to the guitar work at that point too. Sean Ryder's voice is so loose, so charismatic. And just, You're Twisting My Melon, Man. And it's like, he's not even singing. He is, of course, singing, but he's, I guess, like talk singing, and You're Twisting My Melon, Man. It's just, he seems so unbothered. And I gotta say it again, which is crazy compared to what the lyrics are, where they're talking about they're going to take your land. And anyway, it's just I just love the spin they put on this track and where they took it. And You're Twisting My Melon, Man. You're confusing me, man. You're taking my land, man. I don't know. I call the cops, and it's just, it just has an undeniable cool factor to it, as nerdy as that sounds to say, but it does. And I really enjoyed it. And again, the bass line, the keyboard, and the drums really made it for me. And again, the guitar work too. Everything was great. What else can I fucking say? But I do want to mention the personnel here since it's been a minute, and this is from the album, of course, Pills and Thrills and Bellyaches. My goodness gracious. That almost sounds like that could sound like a Dr. Hook or something album title. But anyway, Sean Ryder, of course, is on vocals, Paul Ryder on bass guitar, Gary Whelan, I apologize, but Gary is on drums, Paul Davis, which I probably said this before, but that's a person my dad worked for when he was a plumber. Anyway, Paul Davis is on keyboards and programming, Mark Day on guitar, and Bez dancer. I don't think Bez was probably on any instruments in this track though, but he was a dancer, of course. And there you go there. So yeah, of course, I was going to go into every person again, but I have already. Again, they made a great easy song to listen to, a very easy listening song that, again, you might not think about what are the lyrics saying because you're just bopping your head along, and then you think, whoa, these lyrics are actually pretty introspective and actually pretty real and raw and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Sad, I guess you could say, tragic even. But you're bobbing your head along the whole time like an idiot. So let's go on into the intro here and talk about what Sean starts it off with. You're twisting my melon, man. And this is very weird to bring up now, but I did like at one point in the video when you could see him lip sync the word "you're twisting my melon, man," but he didn't actually say it. And I don't know, it just, again, that's another point where it just felt like the video was just whatever, man. You know, what are we doing, man? You know, it's just, I don't know if they were high or what, but it just, I love the feeling of it all. Anyway, you're twisting my melon, man. You know, you talk so hip, man. And I don't know if this is from the perspective of a indigenous person, Native American, whatever you want to say at this point here, but either way, because the verses talk about them, so that only comes to mind there. And you're twisting my melon, man, call the cops. And what's weird is call the cops. I did also see from the interview I watched with Sean Ryder, because I do like to know a little bit about before the song, before I go into it, good God, if that's English, and where Sean said that he took You're Twisting My Melon, Man. I think he said from a Steve McQueen documentary. And I think it's also the name of his autobiography, if I remember correctly. Either way, and also he took Call the Cops. That was a reference that somebody, I don't know if it was in the band or somebody they knew. Either way, someone they knew would say it, just as a joke or whatever, call the cops. So they put that in too. I just liked how they took some references and put that in and made it the intro and made it the fucking hook. I mean, good God. But anyway, what I was going to say is call the cops is something that me and my friend say as well. I don't know if it's autism or what, but call the cops. And so it's just I don't know. It's even more introspective to me there too. But there you go. You're confusing me up. Call the cops. Here we go with the first verse with Sean Ryder again. Hey, Rainmaker. And again, another way of saying indigenous person, I guess, Rainmaker. Come away from that man. You know he's going to take away your promised land. And I feel like that's pretty straightforward. In university, I did take some indigenous studies classes. I do have more of a learned perspective on all those things now because of that. So, and even if you don't, I feel like it's pretty easy to understand where he's coming from here. Hey, good lady, he just wants what you got, you know, good Lord. He'll never stop until he's taken the lot. Hey, 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 hey. And again, the hey, hey, heys are just so, they barely escape his mouth because he's too cool to almost say hey, you know, that kind of a thing. But anyway, he's going to take away your land, and then they did. And, you know, they've only, it was great when they got it, but look at the land now. Then you look at the chorus here with Sean Ryder, going to stamp out your fire. And of course, you think of fire, you think of, again, indigenous people in that way. Fire is very important. He can change your desire. And I think about too, and I don't know if I'm going too deep or whatever, you know, just for talking about the song, but you think about change your desire. They would give these people, you know, alcohol. They would fuck them up. They would manipulate them to sell their land or sign things. All these different things come to mind. Anyway, don't you know he can make you forget you're a man? Again, he can manipulate you into thinking you're not even a man anymore. You belong to him. These kind of things come to mind. You belong to the white man. That comes to mind. Gonna say about your fire, he can change your desire. And again, I think about light my fire, you know, desire comes to mind, all those different things. Don't you know he can make you forget you're a man, you're a man. And even though, again, there's that tragic feeling to it still, there's a bit of, I don't know if I want to say hopefulness, but the way that Sean is saying, don't you forget that you're a man. Don't you forget, you know, he's trying to give you a little bit of hope. So there is that bit of hope in there. Then we have the post-chorus, you're twisting my melon, man. You speak so hip. And it's, I can't get over the delivery there. It's just going to be in my head for the rest of the day. Then you got the second verse, hey, Rainmaker. He got golden plans, I tell you. Again, he's going to tell you everything that's going to be good about taking your land, you know, it's going to be great for you. And well, it wasn't. He'll make a stranger in your own land. You're going to be a stranger on your own freaking land. Good Lord. Hey, good lady. He's got God on his side. Of course, the white man has God on the side. That comes to mind. He's got a double tongue. You never think he would lie, but of course he did. You know, you can't trust him if his tongue was notarized. Good God. Oh, he lied. What a surprise, he lied. He's twisting my melon man. He's twisting my melon man. It's just like, that's such a modern, hip saying to put over top of this word put over top of the song that came out in 71. It's just, I love it. Then we got the chorus again, which I've already talked about, so I won't say it now. Then we got the bridge from, I want to say Rowetta, and I did know, I was like, because of course Sean didn't sing this bridge, but when she came in and said, hey, he's going to step on you again, as I said, I do believe that's the original title of the track. And I loved her voice. That had a bit of a religious, a gospel sound to it, so I love the bridge there, very good. And then you got the third and final verse, I do believe, hey, Rainmaker, come away from that man. You know, should have took that advice. You know, he's going to take away your promised land. Hey, good lady, he's got God on the side. He got a double tongue. You never think he would lie. Then you got the chorus again. And then the outro, you're twisting my melon, man. It's just, I just love that fucking line so much. Anyway, you're twisting my melon. You talk so hip, man. And they did the perfect video here for all of this. They just, as I said, they look all so unbothered. The way they would walk up to the camera and then just walk away like nothing happened. I just love their style here. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to come back to the band, but here we are. Really enjoyed this. As I said, one of the catchiest tunes I've probably listened to this year. And, I mean, I don't know if I'll say this now because I always do the video at the end of the year, my favorite songs of the year that I've reacted to, my top 20. But, I would think that maybe this will make the list because I liked it a lot here, if you can't tell. So there you go there. I guess that's all I'm going to say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all of those different things. Again, I apologize for not making a video since I believe last Tuesday or Wednesday, but again, I went camping, you know, life got in the way, and my sleep schedule has actually been better. Usually I make videos late at night, but I've been going to bed earlier, so now I gotta try to make videos during the daytime when things are loud, but we did it! Here we are. Thanks for everything. I'll talk to you guys again soon.